In the year of 2021, after many years of searching, I was able to purchase a remote property deep in the mountains of Western Canada. I've recently decided to quit my job, move here full-time, and see if I can survive solely on a YouTube income. With no neighbors, very difficult access, endless wilderness, and a river that runs through it all, I couldn't be happier with this newfound freedom. Follow along with me for this challenging journey while I try to create a livable space in this unforgiving yet beautiful vast wilderness. Hey buddy, oh, come back. Aw.
Some way, go out, find someone who can help. See you guys later.
Outdoor boys, he's done. Yeah, that's the outdoor boys guy. He's packing her in, I guess, for time being. Can't blame him. But I, on the other hand, have been here for 10 days. The hummingbirds are just going crazy lately. I've seen about 3 or 4 different species of hummingbirds, and they're awesome. Hey, buddy. Don't necessarily have to go anywhere, but I just want to. It's been a while, so there's definitely things I need to pick up, and there's definitely things I don't need to pick up. I could get by fine without such things for a while. I mean, I ran out of good food. I just have boring food left, so there's that. Wouldn't hurt to have an ice cream cone or something. I'd be okay with that. Oh, the other thing is I have to bring my friend's canoe back. Thanks, Matt and Kelsey, for letting me use your wedding anniversary canoe for the last 7 or 8 months. It's been handy. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with it. Packing usually takes about an hour because there's a lot of little things. I have some letters to mail off and whatever else, and make sure you have all your tech, your microchips and whatever, all the camera stuff. And I recently got a drone. No idea how to use that thing. See you out there on the river. I've decided to bring the generator into a Honda Expert and give it a complete overhaul. And seeing as the sun is out, summertime, don't really need it probably again till winter. Double check, triple check. Always seem to forget something. Looking pretty good. Looks like some rain's moving in. Darn it, I forgot my friend's canoe. Next time, buddy. just how much the hummingbirds can drink, because he finished off a good. It's empty. Pretty impressive. For all the window and door trim, I'm using kiln-dried Douglas fir. I have a coat of white primer on right now, and here I am just dry fitting these pieces to make sure it's a good fit. We have a storm coming through. The sun is now out. It's been cloudy on and off. Kind of dark and gloomy, and then the sun came out again, so that's good. Part of me has itchy feet. I would love to go on an adventure and go upriver while the water's nice and high. I could take the boat way up there, do a multi-day trip, and I'm just dragging my feet today, and I have to admit, I'm very tempted to do a trip. Whatever. Anyway, Lots of stuff to burn still, lots of gardening. As much as I'd love to go somewhere, there's just a never-ending amount of stuff to do here as well. So let's see how the next few hours go, and then I'll make a decision. Everything, I'm still making all the lumber on the sawmill, but there's an exception, was the trim for the doors. So I'm holding off on the doors. I could not get my hands on any, it has to be dry Douglas fir. I have no Douglas fir trees anywhere on this property. Everything I'm cutting on the mill is green. It's still drying and shrinking and stuff. So I need, for the trim at least, I need something that's kiln dried. I have some left. Probably enough to finish the windows on this side. I got these windows for free, but it's a little bit unsightly, I think, to have two windows on this side that are different sizes. But I'll take that old trim off, put on the new stuff. And at the same time, I'm going to keep clearing, doing a bit of gardening, throwing in a bunch of stuff in the fire whenever I'm just waiting for paint to dry and that kind of thing. There's just a ton to do. You can pick any number of things. I really wanted to jump on the doors, but the only time I can get some Douglas fir is I could not get any when I was in town. I just tried and tried. I could not get my hands on any. Also, it's a long weekend, so the timing wasn't great, so a lot of things were closed that are normally open, so I kind of missed my window of opportunity there. Anyway, look, I can do the other deck. I can start building this up, get it screened in, keep burning stuff. The weeds are growing in like crazy here. In time, all these stumps will get worn down and pulled out and burnt or whatever, and then level the ground and have some sort of clearing where you're not tripping over stuff. Still is a bit of a mess, but at least it's much better than it was this time last year. You can kind of see it's pretty smooth now. Still some sticks, but eventually that'll be, you know, I'll have a little patch of grass here. It'll be mostly sort of park type forest, but a little patch of grass would be nice, just for the sake of having it, why not? But you can see this is sort of the last of all the, at least for this little section, all this, and it's just everywhere. That's part of clearing a forest, and it's amazing to think how this was so thick and dense this time last year. 100 times the amount done with heavy machinery, but yeah, it's not always necessary or not always an option in this case. We'll see how the future plays out, but you know, if you keep on it every year and don't let a bunch of stuff grow back, you'll have a clearing that's maintainable, and you don't have to go through this arduous effort of burning all these piles. Look, this is all just a very thick carpet of just pine needles, and but mostly sticks, and a little bit of green stuff from this morning that I cut, but it's mostly sticks, some pine needles. Yeah, now you have a potential garden, grass, fruit trees. Let's go look at the fruit trees. Here's the cherry. I'm going to be getting some more fruit trees on the way so they can pollinate. Here's an apple. The lady at the store did tell me that these two can pollinate each other, but I don't know if that's just a bunch of BS or what. Could plant some potatoes. Maybe I'll do that before dark. Here I'm creating a marker for my strawberries so I don't step on them. In total I have 3 varieties of strawberries. Very nice. Enough is enough. I've decided it's been long enough and I'd like to get the trim done for all the doors and windows. Therefore I need to go and get this kiln dried Douglas fir. Once again, trip down the river. Building phase still ongoing, which also means things to get. One day I will be coming back here and I won't have a bunch of stuff to bring up, just myself, and I'll be like, wow, construction's done. It's just me, not bringing this, that, the other thing. Blue Eddy portable solar has sent me something once again, and we got to go pick that up. It's a little bit time sensitive, so yeah, so running around. Let's go do some running around. You're going back home, buddy. You've been good. There you go. This vehicle being old as it is and well over its normal mileage, it's over 400,000 kilometers. It's a 21-year-old vehicle. Every once in a while things go wrong, so it needs a serpentine belt, and fortunately I'm not out in the middle of nowhere. The belt broke, so possibly something is seized inside there, so I have to push it over to the garage, nearest garage. So that's like 300 meters from here. She has a lot of life left on her still. Look at this thing. Majestic. There you go. And we're off. Doing this in sandals. Bit by bit, inch by inch. So far there's no uphill or downhill, so that's good. It's just flat all the way there. Don't feel pity for me, this thing's old. It's supposed to break down at this stage. I was expecting something. I think I'll have to get at least a secondary vehicle or something though, because this seems to happen every 4 months or so. Nothing to get frustrated about. Main thing is I'm not in the wilderness. Well, that took about a grand total of about 3 minutes. Got a couple of young guys who were working came over and helped me, so thanks to those young lads. Well, I am yonder, far away. Quick note here. My vehicle broke down on a Thursday afternoon. I spent the night in a hotel, which I did not get on camera. Unfortunately, they could not get any parts until Monday because we are far from everything. Fast forward, it is now Saturday. Now I'm really far from my property. I got a ride I didn't hitchhike, but I did connect with somebody I knew from the last town. He was coming this way. So I came and looked at another Ford Escape, almost identical to mine. For me to find a half decent vehicle, I'm extremely far from any major population. Yeah, several hundred kilometers from anything of selection. So my options are extremely limited. Anyway, search continues. I'm not sure the next move. The white Ford Escape is in the shop and it's several days away from being fixed. Whatever, you always get around, doesn't matter. When you live out in the middle of nowhere, you're gonna have issues. So yeah, whatever. I don't know what to say. I could maybe get a better vehicle, spend a few extra dollars. I don't really want to. And you always have the train. You always have your 2 feet. So, I mean, it's never going to stop me from getting around. It's just, yeah, the idea of spending money on a new vehicle is just, I'd rather buy something else, to be honest, something for the property. Let's get on with it, eh? Mountain town. I'm in a mountain town. I decided against getting a second used vehicle as it may be just another headache. Okay, well, see if we can get in this rental vehicle. So thank you to Norwood. We're gonna put all this stuff to a good solid test. I think I can fit it in. I somehow ended up with this other Ford from a rental. I took a 3-hour bus ride to get to the place this morning where I could actually rent a vehicle. So here I am. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Some quail eggs. Look at these. Not for me, for the neighbors. Otherwise, I'd be cooking those up and eating them right now. All right, let's hit the road in the nice new rental. We had a bear. He ran. Looking pretty good. I knew it. I found one. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going? What are you doing today? Okay, have a good nap. Still have a bunch of stuff to rake up and throw that in the fire. Some sort of kids candy or something. Kind of funny. That looks like the words pepper. Okay, looks like some kind of pepper. Maybe I'll soak that in water, see what happens. It's kind of cool. There's so many sticks in this. This ground has never been turned over before. It's never been a garden. All these sticks, every time you break it open, there's just a bunch more keep coming out. But yeah, whatever, that'll break down eventually. I only have 3 rows done. This row here is really taking a while. Let's get a bunch more done. Gotta get all the way at least over to there. I'll have to do some sort of solar or electric fence or something. Run all the power right off the Blue Eddy stuff, so no big deal. Look at all that. All this garlic. I have 2 varieties of potatoes. These are from the neighbors from downriver. I saved some of them, I didn't eat them all. That's what I call thinking ahead. Yeah, look at that. Oh baby. Those are gonna be nice. And then that's one variety, and then we have this here darker skin variety. It's like a purple skin almost. Can't really tell now, but at least I have this parkland space amidst this dense jungle. When you have a reprieve from the density of all this stuff, hummingbird was stuck in the window. There he goes. I'm out of hummingbird juice. Gotta get some more sugar. All those worms, will ya? 14 worms. All from that. There we go. Should start growing any minute now. Yeah, I'll say one thing, these windows are pretty darn solid. Those modern windows are all vinyl and some sort of plastic, and they're probably a lot more efficient, but these are pretty darn solid, heavy coming down that ladder with that. And this is all beautiful Douglas fir. Or actually, these ones were given to me, but there's a lot of these that get thrown out nowadays, so. But they're pretty cool, man. I think they're ideal for a cabin. By the way, this is probably not the way. Fix a 40-year-old window. Fixed. There we go. Cut off the other side of the window. This was for a 2x6 wall. not a 2x4 wall. I guess I don't know when houses switch from 2x4 to 2x6, but it's for insulating reasons. This stuff, invented for the more modern windows. This kind of window. Screened in porch, the bug-free porch with a roof, just a tin roof, no insulation, none of this will be insulated. As you guys remember, pretty much all the windows are old, these old wooden ones that are kind of beat up. And I'm just gotta, you know, make the most of them. I did, like for here example, I did put it all on, but now you have this big wooden frame. There's not really a method for this for wooden frame, these old wooden framed windows, because it was invented once these went out of style, out of use basically. Well, I have to tell you guys, these old windows are not nearly as quick and as fast as the modern windows to put in. They are a pain in the butt, I'll tell you. I have some blue skin on the bottom, and that's, I just don't feel very good. And then I have some wooden stops on the outside of the wall to stop this thing from falling down. But come on, guys. Hey. Oh my goodness. There. That is something. Not ideal, but it's working. Okay, so this isn't the frame, but it'll go like that. I think I'll use a fair bit of caulking for that too. Something like that. Good morning. It's a clean out the cabin morning. Yeah, got all that. Oh, looking better already. We're gonna try these out later, probably tonight. A company called Acaso sent me these night vision binoculars. Like the spoiled brat I am. Check these babies out. I haven't tried them yet, so we'll give them a thorough going over. They look pretty cool. I did a bit of research on them, and yeah, look at that. So at this point, I don't know much about them. We will give them a go though. Kind of excited to try that out. And what a mess, what a mess. So hope to have this all cleaned up in the coming month or two. All of this. It's very unsightly, but this is coming together. The doors are the last sort of hurdle. Building this screened in porch is not something I'm too worried about. I'm itching to get some doors on, but we have to wait for that Douglas fir, and of course waiting for my vehicle to get fixed so I can bring that Douglas fir here. That is the hold up on the doors, in case you were wondering. Doesn't matter, because there's 500 other things that I can be doing. So there's plenty of gardening left, plenty of soil to turn over still. Well, here's one of the downsides to free windows, is that sometimes they're broken. It's fixable. It's a job for another day. But at least there's glass and a screen. But if I want to open it and close it, it's going to require a bunch of repair all along here. Another day. I need to make lumber for the screened-in porch. Norwood sent me these blades because they love Cabin River Outdoors. Thank you, Norwood. Also, they sent all kinds of other stuff. We're going to get into that other stuff probably in the next video. Helping out Cabin River Outdoors. How about that? Spoiled brat. There's a moment of confusion, but crisis averted. Let's show you what's going on here. The blade, the teeth are in the wrong direction. Here's the other blade I just took off, and you can see the teeth have to be pointed in the other direction. So I just watched a quick little video. I guess maybe it's common sense, I don't know. You just flip it inside out and then the teeth will be gone the other way. So let's flip it inside out. Just a little bit of magician trick here. Come on, baby. There. It went. Okay. Teeth are now in the right direction.
up there, eh? Okay.
I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase, all you do